I have a YouTube channel as well, and y'all saw that post that I did on homelessness, that it's against the law. Well, there was one person that commented that, well, she used the wrong names, first off, so you know that that's an off thing. And she didn't use Yahuwah and Yahusha at all. She used the pagan stuff that we know to be pagan because it's not in the tetragrammaton that's in the rocks or in the scrolls, that the language was Abrit, Hebrew, and not Greek. So anyway, she said that it was good that the way that this other person had said that some are not of the Father. And yes, I agree that some are not of the Father. But how can you say that the people that are walking around that are in houses are of the Father? And I proceeded to tell her that, yeah, you might see a drug addict. Yeah, you might see somebody that's drunk. Yeah, you might see somebody that's filthy on the outside. And yeah, you might see somebody that you might think is not right for the Father to choose. But who are we to say? I don't care what color they are. I don't care how tall they are, how short they are. I don't care who they are. If they are a drug addict, if they are a prostitute, if they are anything. Look at the apostles. You had the first one that YAHUSHA went to, and the one that he saw after he rose was who? Was Mary Magdalene. She had 7 demons in her, and she was a prostitute. Oh, but, according to some people, those are the dregs of society. You can have somebody that is a billionaire, that behind the scenes they go and unalive people. You can have somebody that is a billionaire that is so against the Father in his heart or her heart, but they make it out like they are really into the Father. So he knows the heart. He knows everything about them, more so than what we do. So, bottom line is, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't think that a book is closed to the Father. That might just be the next one. That could also be an angel. Well, that's a pagan word. It's actually Malachim, that came to see if you would help them out, to see what you would do to them, to see how you would react. So don't put these people down. The ones that are living over in these slums, because there are slums in America too, they've been pushed to the side. I don't put them down. I don't think that they are less than what I am. Yeah, some of them might be doing that twerking, but again, Mary Magdalene was a prostitute. Does that mean that she shouldn't have been brought by Yahusha to the Father? You had so much of stuff in Scripture, and people are misinterpreting it. This woman also said that the poor are not the homeless. It's the poor that are in YAHUSHA. Well, she said the wrong word, the wrong name. And, I thought, wow, that's a big statement right there. To just, for one, I was thinking, well, she is poor herself because she doesn't have the Father Yahuwah, nor does she have YAHUSHA, who is Yahuwah in the flesh. And for her to say that it's not them, that we're supposed to do, we're supposed to go with the ones that are going to these Circes, these churches. But these churches are circles. These churches have got pulpits in there. What does that do? It pulls you to the pit. Think about it. Think about these words, how they're spells. I tried saying this to a family member, and they didn't understand what I was saying. I said, spelling is a spell. Oh, no, that doesn't mean that. And they think that they're awake because they believe in the one that's in office. And I frankly told them, I don't want to hear about him. They don't want to listen to anything about what I have to say about the Father Yahuwah. That's truth. And I don't want to hear anything about the world. I don't watch the news. I don't do anything. So, getting back to this with the homeless people, just because somebody is down and out does not mean that they don't deserve a way with the Father. Not maybe every one of them, but doesn't mean that all of them are bad. We need to get out of this mindset of the color of the skin, of the color of the eyes, of the way that people dress, the way that people look. Just because you have a doctor that lives next door doesn't mean that that doctor isn't like, you remember that TV show that was on, I forget what channel that it was. It was one of those pay-per-vision things. And it was Dexter. And Dexter was the biggest murderer in the city. He took out murderers, but he was the biggest murderer. So two wrongs don't make a right. So, and he was thought of really well by everybody. So, none of this makes any sense to put people down just because they're homeless. They could be the next one. They could actually be one of them being a big time comeback to the Father person and be the next one that's going to be preaching to everybody and telling them about Yahuwah and YAHUSHA. So don't go speaking against these homeless people. And I'll leave you with this scripture. John 5:43. I come in my Father's name, but you receive me not. But he that comes in his own name, you receive. The one that came in the Father's name was YAHUSHA. The one that came in his own name is JC. Wake up and smell the frankincense.